Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I am Dr. Monique May, your board-certified family physician, home cook, kitchen gadget junkie who you know as a physician in the kitchen. Thank you for spending a little time with me this evening. Be sure to tag your friends and share this. We're going to be talking tonight about quinoa. I mentioned earlier today that I was going to talk tonight about quinoa and how I made it in a multi-pot. Now, being the kitchen gadget junkie, say that fast 3 times, that I have acquired my mom's multi-cooker. I had mentioned before that this was a gift to her from my dad for Christmas, and it's just been kind of sitting at their house and she wasn't using it. And so I was like, well, Ma, can I borrow your multi-cooker? And she's of course said yes. And so I wanted to try it out, and I have used it once before, the pressure cooker option, but I wanted to use it to see how it did making quinoa. So just a little bit about why quinoa is, because I don't like oatmeal. I've mentioned on previous live feeds that I don't like the texture. I have texture issues, and oatmeal just doesn't sit well with me. So I like quinoa. Quinoa is all kind of one size, and it's easier for me to eat. So I was like, let me try it. I tried it first as a savory dish, more for a dinner time, but it's also really good as a breakfast food. And so with the weather starting to get a little cooler, we're in fall officially now. I'm starting to think about nice, easy, warm, filling, nutritious meals that can be made ahead of time. Or even the morning of, with a little bit of advanced planning, that would be good, and something to add to the rotation so that it's not just the same boring thing all the time. So a little bit about quinoa. It is basically a gluten-free grain, and it has a bunch of really, really helpful features to it that make it really good to have in your diet. It is high in protein, and it actually contains a lot of the amino acids that we need. Amino acids are basically building blocks for proteins. So they play a big role in the body throughout structure, tissue repair, antibody production, lots of different roles for protein in our body. And so amino acids are the building blocks of that. So quinoa is kind of like one-stop shopping because it's got lots of amino acids. It also is high in fiber. It is plant-based, so it's going to be high in fiber, and has magnesium, your B vitamins, which are going to include folic acid, and iron, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, vitamin E, and various beneficial antioxidants. So I wanted to be sure to get all that in there. So just a long list of good things that you get from eating quinoa. And it comes in 3 different varieties: red, black, and white. So I have the white version here, and this is what I've used, and I just want to try to pan back so you can kind of see basically my ingredients. And it doesn't take a lot, to make the dish that I made. I wanted more, again, fall. When I think of fall, I think of sweet potatoes and just heartier foods. So my flavor profile for that is going to be nutmeg and cinnamon. So I've got some of that I bought back from Dubai, so I'm still using some of that. And then to replace the sugar that you might ordinarily put into a cereal, I've used either maple syrup, which I bought back from Canada when we went last year, and or you could even do honey. So either one of those natural sweeteners. If you're vegan, you're not going to want to do honey. But and then you can also, if you want to bump up the fiber content and the antioxidant content, you can actually sprinkle in a little bit of flaxseed, ground flaxseed, which you don't even know it's there. You can put this in a variety of things, from smoothies to on your salad to your quinoa. So I just want to show you what it looks like. So you cook it pretty much like rice. So you can see that there. And it's pretty much so like rice you would do. If you do 1 cup of quinoa, you're going to do 2 parts water. You want to be sure to rinse it first. So I use my little sieve here, so I can just rinse it before I cook it. So here is the multi-pot, and I'm gonna just, so you guys can see. And it's got a lot of preset functions on here. And basically right now it's in warming mode. But basically all I did was let's cancel that. And then you see how you can scroll through and it's got the different options, and one of which is quinoa. Look at that. So it's pre-programmed. Now, I have to say, this said 4 minutes, and I tried that, and there was still way too much water in it for me. So I ended up doing it for like another about 10 minutes. So about 12 to 15 minutes is going to be all you need to do for this. And you just basically put it in. We'll open it, unlock it, and you put your ingredients in. This is a little hot because it's warming, but I do want to just show you. So this is the bowl that you get, that you put your food in, and look how fluffy that comes out. And it smells so good. The cinnamon and the nutmeg all just really work well together. And it's fluffy, and it's the right kind of texture for somebody like me with texture issues. So, and so this is great. This is, you can make as much of it as you want in advance and then just pop it in the microwave. But as you can see, it's light and fluffy, and it's brown because of how I flavored it, but or seasoned it. But I just wanted to share that with you because I am like, she's not getting this back. Like, I really like this thing. And so I'm gonna be using it to make some, probably some brown rice as well, because that's on here as well. Because this thing, you can do lots of different things. You can braise meats, you can saute, you can make it, it's a slow cooker, so you can load it up in the morning, set it, and when you get home, you've got dinner ready. Lots and lots of different things. You can even, I think, make yogurt in it. I don't know how that works, but so I just wanted to, you can even bake in it. You can can, if you're into canning your own food. So lots of different things. So I'm just beginning to use it, so I can't wait to explore and find more uses for it. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is what we will be eating for breakfast, quinoa, because it's good, nice, good, healthy start to your day. Prevents that crash that you get if you eat simple sugars or simple carbs. You know how about an hour later or so you're tired and you're hungry again. But by getting a complex carb, like such as quinoa, it avoids all that. And then you're not wanting to snack again too soon, and your body is having the more nutritious complex carbohydrates versus the simple ones that really, the simple carbs that don't do anything for you but bump up your sugar levels and also increase weight gain. So, and then also too, you can mix in, you know, other things if you want. I have walnuts if you want to, you know, bump up the nutty profile. If you want to put walnuts or pecans, you can mix in fruit with it as well. So lots of different things you can do, and super easy, super easy. I made this morning in like 15 minutes because that's all it took, and then of course time for it to depressurize, which took no time at all because it's got this handy valve on the top. So basically you just unlock it, and then that pops up and to list the pressure out, and then you can open it. If you've used the old-fashioned pressure cookers, you know that it can take a while for that pressure to come down. So this was a much quicker and easier way. So that is all I have for tonight. This is my gadget fix for the week. I am so in love. And I'll be posting more adventures, shall I say, as I get into really using this. So thank you so much for watching. We've been discussing quinoa and how to make it in your pressure cooker, or excuse me, multi-pot. And be sure to share this with your friends and tag them. This is Dr. Monique May, the board-certified family physician, who you know is a physician in the kitchen, signing off for the night. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms at DrMoniqueMay. Until next time, see you guys in the lab.